Imagine spawning into a new world. You appear in the Nether with no tools, no weapons, no armor. And your only base, the place where you're supposed to feel safe, is this bastion in the middle of a lava lake. Could you survive for 100 days? I put this to the test, and what actually happened was not what I expected. The adventure started on day 1. I just gotta kick these guys out. Okay, first we're gonna need some wood. Yes. We've got a forest here. Alright, I better hurry. Okay, I can already hear a hoglin. Oh boy. That wasn't good. After collecting more wood, I made a crafting table and then wood tools and a sword. Running from a hoglin, I quickly collected netherrack to stack up. Unfortunately, some piglins nearby noticed I wasn't wearing gold. Oh, this isn't a good start. It's not a good start. I tried to stay near the zombie piglins, knowing that the other piglins are afraid of them. But I needed food in case I got in a dangerous situation. The problem is, getting food here is putting myself in a dangerous situation. I also need something gold, and this guy is wearing gold. Nothing. Using my wooden tools, I collected extra wood and netherrack. It was time to claim my base, so I started bridging to the Bastion. Alright, this is my base. I'm in the Bastion, and I'm getting settled into my first little part of it. I'm gonna open this chest and put some stuff in there. At this point, we've only claimed less than 1% of the Bastion for ourselves. We still have a long way to go, but I think we can do it. Day 2. While expanding my base, I searched for blackstone. Soon I found a chest guarded by brutes. Oh, there's a chest right there. Okay. I'm just gonna get this guy to see me. There we go. Oh man, he can reach. After healing, I returned to the fight. Okay, just playing it safe. I don't want someone to drop on my head. I am mining under the chests. There we go. Nothing too much here. The second chest had gold, obsidian, and a fire aspect sword, which could be helpful for cooking and collecting food. I found a third chest guarded by 2 more brutes. I tried to safely kill them, but of course I accidentally hit a zombie piglin. Okay. Besides other things, the third chest contained golden carrots, arrows, string, and bone blocks. After unloading some items into my chest, I put on the gold boots. I'm wearing gold. Day 3. I heal using the golden carrots. So I've got golden boots and a fire aspect sword. Let's go cook some food. Okay, now these guys aren't mad at me because I'm wearing gold, which is good. Since we're in the forest, I went ahead and exchanged my golden axe for some extra wood.
Nice. Well, I destroyed the axe, but I think it was worth it. Got 30 logs. Now, hoglins hate this warped fungus, so it's nice to have it. If you're standing on it, they cannot hurt you. There he is. I put down.
While messing with the hoglins, before I knew it, I was teaming up with the piglins and hunting the hoglins together.
Nice. Went hunting with the piglins. Thanks, buddy. Teamwork, man. High five. High five. Fine. Be that way. Yeah, this will light up my base right here.
To save durability when killing the hoglins, I used a wood axe and then finished them off with the fire aspect sword.
Alright, we're doing a little dance here. Okay, so I'm gonna actually try to mine this gold. I know those guys will get mad, but they're also scared of the zombie guys. I kind of want this guy's helmet. He did not drop anything. Going back home to base. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be helpful or not, but I'm going to go over and trade with the piglins. Alright, let's go.
Now that the annoying ghasts were gone, it was time for trading.
Arrows. Nice. Leather.
I mined some gold and made a piglin mad.
Excuse me, I'm trying to get past here. This is my bridge.
After removing the zombie piglin from my bridge, I unloaded some items at base and made 6 gold bars. Day 5. It was time to claim more of the Bastion as my own. After exploring down into the Bastion stairways, I mined Blackstone. Then, back at the main base, I placed some doors and pressure plates. Finally, I upgraded to stone tools and a sword. Using my new stone pickaxe, I spent the rest of the day mining Blackstone. Day 6. After crafting a furnace, I cooked some raw pork chops. After mining a lot of bricked Blackstone, I made slabs and began to bridge to the other side of the Bastion. Day 7. It was time to finish the Bastion bridge.
Why are all the... What is going on? Why? That's like over 20 piglins. Okay. So they keep falling off. From straight down all the way up, I pretty much claimed this for myself. This is now my base. Now I've bridged over. Now everything over here I haven't quite claimed. I'm going to build a little base on top here, but underneath is full of brutes, and we'll have to work our way to claiming the rest. Okay, so I'm getting paranoid about falling through one of these holes, so I'm going to fill up all these.
Day 8. I thought it'd be smart to build a simple gold farm. I built an area above so that more piglins would spawn below. After adding a hopper, the farm was complete. Day 9. It was time to test the gold farm.
There we go.
Unfortunately, my kill chamber wasn't working correctly. After they were all gone, I modified the design and tried again. Then I made a mistake. I went out to collect some drops, but a piglin was still alive. Then I decided to look at some Endermen. I made some improvements and got even more gold. Day 10. I spent the day at the gold farm. Day 11. After spending the morning at the gold farm, I made an iron pickaxe and dropped to the entrance of the main bastion to steal some gold blocks. After converting the gold blocks into ingots, I traded with the piglin. I ended up with arrows, iron, leather, a fire res potion, and more. Wanting to save my fire aspect sword for cooking hoglins, I made a separate iron sword. Day 12. It was time to expand the base.
What are you doing?
After traveling to the main bridge, I did some repairs. Then I carefully entered the main bastion. To claim the first level as my own, I began to fill in all the dangerous holes and clear out the hallways. I realized that since my gold farm was above this location, that over these past few days, many of the brutes had naturally fallen to the bottom, so I should be able to easily claim this top half. Bridging to the center of the bastion, I started stacking up. I managed to make a convenient connection from the gold farm to the bastion.
There's a brute. Don't want to hit that piglin.
Claiming another level of the bastion, I collected red mushrooms, cleared out more hallways, and repaired the floor. For dinner, I ate warm, delicious soup. Day 14. I spent the morning in the gold farm.
This guy already speared me through the window.
I decided to make my own spear and get revenge. After getting speared, I really want better armor. I begin to plan a trip to a fortress. I gather extra wood and collect more food. With nearly a stack of food, I go back to base and call it a day. Yeah, I call it day 14. Day 15. I remembered that on the back of the bastion, there should be gold blocks.
Right there. Okay, that's one.
After blocking up and away from the bastion, I got a better perspective.
There is some gold that I missed. At least 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe more.
After mining all the gold blocks, I had lots of ingots to trade. There was so many drops that it was getting hard to store and organize. I ended up with iron, more fire res, pearls, and a lot more. Day 16. It was time to head to the fortress. I grabbed some warp fungus, made a fishing rod, and put them together. Then I crafted a saddle, drank some fire res, and jumped in the lava lake. I began my journey to the fortress, and on my way there, I found a broken portal. The chest had boots with thorns, flint and steel, and a silk touch pickaxe. I placed my fungus rod in my offhand so the strider wouldn't run away while I was collecting the gold blocks. Just as I got back onto the strider, two ghasts began to attack. But the strider and I were not going to be bullied. After a long day of lava travel, we made it to the fortress. Day 17. Before going into the fortress, I needed to get organized. I took the saddle off the strider and crafted a bag to consolidate some of my items. After putting on the thorn boots, I collected extra blocks. I said goodbye to the strider and thanked him for his dedicated service. He politely nodded, walked away, and disappeared into the distance. With very little armor and no common sense, I tried taking on the blaze spawner. I thought it might be easier if I splashed myself with fire res. It wasn't. I soon remembered that I have mostly no armor, and the direct hits still cause lots of damage. I decided to look for armor and come back later. Instead, I found Nether wart. It was time to do some looting. Then I bumped into some skeletons.
Nice. Alright.
While the skeletons fought each other, I looted the nearby chest.
Okay, so now I have a golden chest plate.
Now that I had a chest plate, I collected more blaze rods. After the journey back, I finally arrived at home. Now that I was safe at base, I unloaded my loot. Day 19. After making a diamond sword, I traded with the Piglins. Since they gave me water bottles, it was time to make potions. After crafting a brewing stand, I placed it in the base and made awkward potion. Then I turned it into strength potion and regeneration. Day 20. It was time to claim more territory, and that meant taking on the brutes. To keep the other piglins from getting mad, I plan on using lava. Of course, I was not expecting a ghast to appear inside the Bastion. Hearing the fight montage music in the background, I knew it was time to take out the brutes. Day 21. After killing some more brutes and claiming more territory, I climbed back to the top and decided to be a bit more aggressive. The chest had an unbreaking 3 diamond helmet and blast protection 4 diamond boots. After gearing up, I collected the remaining loot. Fully knowing that the magma cube spawner was still sending enemies in my direction, I quickly collected the gold blocks. The magma cubes were annoying me, so I decided to leave behind 1 gold block and get it later. I went above the spawner in an attempt to find and destroy it.
It's like they know what I'm trying to do. They're trying to stop me. Here we go. Okay.
The spawner was broken. It was now time to clear out all the magma cubes from my base. So we've claimed 100% of the Bastion, but we're not done. We need to transform this Bastion into something that we can call our base. Day 22. Converted my blocks to ingots and traded with the Piglins.
Oh, of course.
Like usual, the guests were annoying. Also, the baby Piglin stole a bunch of ingots. I chased him down and we had a friendly one-on-one discussion about stealing. To keep the Piglins from wandering away, I made a tiny trading area. I was getting a lot of good loot, including boots enchanted with Soul Speed 3. I realized my netherrack bridge to the Crimson Forest wasn't very safe.
Excuse me. Oh boy, this isn't good.
I collected soul sand from my chests and went to collect some more. I began to make a better and safer bridge. I crafted polished blackstone and blackstone walls. It seemed as though all the ghasts knew what I was doing and were trying to stop me.
So this works pretty well. If I don't have the soul boots on, I can get off to the side here and walk like that. If I switch to the soul boots...
Since the regular piglins are afraid of soul torches and lanterns, they'll stay off my bridge. Day 24. I thought it would be fun to use soul sand to collect food. Day 25. It was time to light up the Bastion using a flint and steel on soul sand and netherrack. I spent the next few days clearing hallways and doing repairs in the Bastion floors.
There's actually a chicken in the Nether. So there's no seeds in the Nether, so there's no way I could ever breed a chicken, but I can keep the chicken as my pet. I decided to name the chicken Gertrude. I just figured, to me, she looks like a Gertrude. Every level, I alternated blue and red flames.
While admiring the lit up base, I found something tragic.
I thought if you put them in a fence, they don't despawn.
I thought back to all the great times me and Gertrude had together.
So I just made a pickaxe because I need to go mine some gold. As soon as this gold chest plate breaks, there's gonna be an issue. I'm gonna be attacked. But I should be using my silk touch. I think I can get a lot more from the silk touch. That's 9. This pickaxe is running out really quick. Okay, I think I need to save the silk touch. Might need it for something else.
Back at the base, I smelted the gold netherrack.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a full bar. So that's going to be 11 ingots right there. And the nuggets, 4. Okay, so for the first time in the game, I have full armor.
Day 32. In the morning, I fought a few ghasts. Like usual, the zombie piglins purposely get in my way.
Okay, I guess I'm doing gold farm right now.
After fighting some more ghasts, I brewed regeneration potions. On day 33, I decided that it was time to create a more stable food source. Wanting to save my iron supply for hoppers, I mined using stone pickaxes. After the room was cleared, I built part of the kill chamber. I built holes on the corners so piglins running from the soul torches would fall down and despawn. Then I started clearing out the second level of the farm. By day 37, I had cleared the entire second floor. Using what was left of my Silk Touch pickaxe, I collected dirt from the crimson floor. Since the Silk Touch pickaxe broke, I placed what I had and then bone mealed the rest. Day 39. The Hoglin farm needs hoppers. I don't quite have enough iron for all the hoppers, so I spent day 39 to 41 searching for and mining gold. Day 42. Spent all day at the gold farm. Day 43. Trading all my gold, I got lots of iron, bottles of water, and more.
Okay, so now we're testing the farm. You see, the soul torches are supposed to scare the piglins into just falling down and eventually despawning. And if hoglins appear, then the warp fungus is supposed to force them into the middle. The fungus above it is supposed to scare it back into it. Okay, so it actually worked.
Clearly, when I was building my final tunnels and AFK spot, the farm had already started working.
Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out, and let's just see how much I can get.
Day 45. Now that I was good on food, I spent the day collecting wood. Day 46. It was time to start my house in the Bastion. So this will be my foundation for my Bastion house. Day 47. I spent the day gathering and smelting netherrack. Day 48 through 54, I smelted netherrack into bricks, crafted bricks into blocks, stole lanterns from the Bastion, mined blackstone, made a campfire, and constructed my house.
Inside, here's the bedroom. Here I've got storage, blocks, anything related with wood, and then miscellaneous. This is all empty right now. I'll have to move it over tomorrow. My safe room, in case something really goes wrong, maybe the pigmen are after me. You can come in here, open up the gate where they can't get past, and it shuts. I have access to Ender Pearl and Regen Potion, so that's my safe room. And going upstairs, I've got a place for the wart. To plant the wart, I can go in here. I also have a balcony out here. And you can see I've got a little chimney there. I made this front area look a little nicer.
I was going to move my items to my house, but realized there wasn't a direct path to my chests, so I dug a convenient tunnel. Day 56. Now that I had a direct path, I moved all my items to the new house. Day 57. Went to the gold farm chests to sort and transfer all the items to the house.
Now that I've sorted all my stuff, it really feels like my house is finished. The main thing I'm noticing is I have a bunch of crying obsidian and some of this gilded blackstone. Might be able to use that later.
Day 58. I planted the nether wart and watched it grow. Day 59. I spent the day collecting basalt from the Bastion. I traveled to a nearby basalt delta and spent 2 days collecting a lot of basalt. Back at the Bastion, I dug into the thick part of the structure and mined as much bricked blackstone as I could. I did major renovations on the Bastion, from redoing all the levels, to gathering and placing light shrooms, to collecting more resources, to completing the overall design of the Bastion. Day 90. From trading, I do have obsidian, but I want more. I plan on trading gold for enough obsidian to make a large portal to the overworld. Day 91. Back at base, I kill zombie piglins. Day 92. Once again, traded with the piglins. Day 93. Before building the portal, I carve away a section of the Bastion. Since I didn't have a diamond pickaxe, I had to be really careful where I placed the obsidian. Day 94. Today I'm going to do a bit of gaslighting. I'm going to annoy a ghast until it lights the portal.
There you go. There you go. Okay, this way.
Finally, a helpful ghast showed up to light the portal.
Got it.
Day 95. So that I'd have plenty of food in my overworld adventure, I AFK'd at the Piglin farm.
This could have been running when I was doing the shroom lights, I don't know, but it has a lot more in here than I thought it'd be.
Day 96. Just for fun, I went lava swimming. After enjoying a lava bath, I climbed out with 6 seconds left.
Okay.
Day 97. Once again, I harvested and planted the nether wart. Since my gold armor is about to break, I did some slight repairs. Then, using my soul speed boots, I speared skeletons in the Soul Sand Valley. Day 98. I decided to sit back and relax by the fire that was cooking hoglins. Then I decided to be a more active participant in the farm.
It's like he's not even trying to hurt me, he's just trying to run from the plant.
Knowing that I'd be going to the overworld soon, I said goodbye to the Bastion. Day 100. After getting out of bed, I harvested the nether wart one more time and headed toward the portal. So we did it. We survived 100 days using the Bastion as our base. Now it's time to start another adventure.
What?